welcome to another episode of Digging a Tunnel. Today we will be digging a tunnel. Yay, hooray, we're digging a tunnel. So, yes. So I asked for topic suggestions. Of course, you guys can suggest more topics, but as long as I have topics to talk about, I want to do fairly simple things. So, digging a tunnel, or once the tunnel has all been dug, decorating it once I've already decided how it's gonna look, stuff like that. So, simple stuff. So the topic suggestion we got was changes in Minecraft over a long period. So I started playing Minecraft in Alpha 1.2.09, I think. 1.2_09, I should say, I think. Or 6 maybe. 1.206, I think. Anyway. Very long time ago. The update right before the Nether update. So we only had the overworld, and Notch was just experimenting with creating another dimension and creating a world generator for that. So this was I think summer 2010 that I started, or I should say summer 2010 I first started playing the online, I think at the time it was called a demo version, but later it was renamed Minecraft Classic. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. Anyway, basically the mode we now call creative, but with only like 30 blocks total. Which I've played for quite a bit actually. Not nearly as much as normal Minecraft, but for like a solid month I played on a couple of servers on there. Back in the day you used to have a special Minecraft client for it, because that game I think you played it in the browser actually. You usually played it in the browser, but some people created a third-party client which allowed you to connect to servers easily and be able to go really fast. So I used that client. It was called World of Minecraft. I think they still exist today actually, but I'm not sure. I should look into that. They at the time were basically the biggest Minecraft server network modding community, kind of all-encompassing being. Something I think you could compare it to Planet Minecraft today. So Planet Minecraft today, for those who don't know, is a website where basically you can post your Minecraft creations or your Minecraft skins, or have blog posts, or stuff like that, or share servers. That's the big thing that makes this more like World of Minecraft actually. So World of Minecraft played on that, but of course I wanted to try the survival mode. And actually, for the longest time, like I think until I even started my very first Let's Play, which was I think early 2011, I never even played with monsters turned on. I played on peaceful mode. Well, I was just afraid of dying, and even when I did turn the monsters on, I put them on easy for a long time. Right now I have them on hard, so I haven't locked my difficulty for this world because I want to have at least a little bit of freedom in case something really goes wrong. But in case something does go wrong, I'll make some backups soon. Probably. I don't have a backup yet. I should really do that. That's just silly that I don't have a backup. So I think I'm going to do something like one backup every 20 episodes or so. And then I'm thinking every 50 episodes I'm going to give you guys a world tour. So for the new subscribers that come in the last 50 episodes, you guys can see everything we've done before, which at first won't be a lot, but as time goes on, the world will get bigger and we'll have more stuff all over the place. But if I do world tours, I'll try to keep them fairly short. Yes. So anyway, getting back to the topic at hand, changes in Minecraft. So first change is the Nether that was added, which at the time there were no Nether fortresses, there were no blazes, there were no magma cubes, there were no wither skeletons, there were no magma blocks. Of course, the magma blocks were added in the latest patch. Basically, it was just the Nether as it looks today. Oh, there was no quartz also, with only the netherrack and glowstone areas. With some mushrooms, some just spread out across it. And then there was zombie pigman roaming about, of course. And the occasional ghast. So, ghasts in the Nether, they didn't have a use yet. So, making potions was not in the game, like it is today. So, today, ghasts at least have a use where you can farm their ghast tears and make potions of regeneration, I'm gonna say. I'm not really sure about that one. So today they have a use, but as it went with a couple of other old things, they didn't really have a use for the longest time. Slime is another one. Slime didn't really have a use until beta 1.7, where pistons were added, where you could finally have sticky pistons. So back in the day, there used to be a mod in Minecraft. One of the more complicated or more of the advanced, I should say, more of the advanced mods of the day was the piston mod. So before Minecraft 1.7, someone had created pistons in Minecraft, which looked nothing like the pistons that Mojang eventually added into the game. But they worked similar. They could push 16 blocks instead of 12 when you put sand on top of them and push them vertically, like upwards. The sand would launch up like 10 or so blocks, which you could use to make some really cool effects, like have pistons going off one by one and it would create a wave of sand, like that. You should look it up. It's there's probably some really old videos on YouTube still. Don't expect anyone would have made theirs private. Or maybe even, if you're lucky, you can find a old version of the mod and install it on an older version of the game still. but I'm not sure you can still find that. Or if you can even still install old Minecraft versions and then modify them, because the way Minecraft handles versions has changed over time. So it used to be Minecraft only has one version at a time, and you have to manually install older updates if you want to go back in time, which you would have had to get the updates from not so legal websites, or in case you know in advance you want to downgrade, you gotta save your files, and it was a big hassle. Nowadays we just have the client where we can specify which version we want to play. We can even use experimental snapshots and all that kind of thing. So I've gotten some chests for myself, and I'm going to put this all in there. That's handy. So snapshots first became a thing, I think. No, I don't think. I know when they first became a thing. It was for Minecraft 1.8 beta. So currently we're in 1.10 full version. But we used to have beta versions because the game wasn't officially released. It was later released during, I think, the 2012 Minecon or 2013. One of those. They flipped the lever, and then the only thing that did was basically increase the price of Minecraft by another $5. So that's another big change to the game since it came out. When it came out, it was a whopping $10. And when beta rolled around, it became $15. And now it's $20. So this wasn't a secret. Actually, people knew right from the start that the game was going to be $20. Once Mojang decided it was done developing. So, or I should say, when they thought they could claim it was a full game. So, other things that were different back in the day before 1.8 beta. So, long time ago again, right after the piston update, they changed the system of hunger. So nowadays, if you can see my cursor, above my hotbar there's the hunger thingies we're all used to. And if they're full, they heal you. If they're full, you can also sprint around. But it wasn't always like that. Back in the day, you used to not have that bar. You did have food, but food directly added to your health bar, which is actually a lot more like a bunch of other games. So games like RuneScape or something. Those who don't know, I've played RuneScape. I got back into it not all too long ago. Like, over a year ago now, actually. So I take that back. It's a bit ago, a fair bit ago. I got back into RuneScape and got some of my first 99 skills. But that's besides the point. We're here to talk about Minecraft, the best game in the world. So food directly added to your health bar. So you could eat a cooked pork chop and then you would gain 4 hearts instantly. So a little bit more like golden apples work today, but not the same of course, because golden apples also give other effects and they, you know, do things. So that's one of the changes that has a bunch of debates to this day. So the debate is basically which version of the hunger system was better. Would it be better to heal directly or have your food stack? So this was another thing that was added then. Food did not stack, so you had to carry around food like this and then eat it. You could eat instantly, by the way. There was no delay, so I'm not hungry right now. In a little bit I will show you guys what I mean. And there's the little eating animation. If it wasn't there, you would just eat it instantly. So there's some people that like the older system better, but I don't. I see their points, or at least I can agree with them on some level. But ultimately, I think this new system is better for the game, you know? Minecraft attracts a ton of different players and not just players, not just gamers, you know? Minecraft is just so big, it's... I don't know how many units it sold, like 100 million or something crazy like that. So, many times the entire Dutch population. So basically, the old system, the old hunger system, I mean, you had to be more careful around things, but if you did have the food in your inventory to survive, you could basically tank everything. If you were just a little bit careful, you couldn't die. So nowadays, if my hunger bar is full, but I'm still being attacked by 6 zombies, 7 skeletons and 23 creepers, even if I have diamond armor, I should get some pants soon. I had iron pants on and they broke. And my other armor is also gonna break very soon. So maybe maybe not next episode. Maybe in between episodes I'll convert that other spawner we found, that other zombie spawner, into a thing, you know. A mob grinder. And I also would like to make a cave spider farm, just because I can, and it's a good source of infinite string. So another thing that was added, I think this was also 1.8 beta. 1.8 beta was a big patch, by the way. It added a lot of things. It added villagers, it added hunger, it added the ability to block with your sword, it added sprinting, it added... Did I already say hunger? It added the hunger anyway, so... It added a ton of just basic features you think of today, so... enchanting. Don't think they added brewing in 1.8, I think that was 1. No. That's a bloody lie. 1.9 beta never actually came out. There were snapshots for 1.9, but when the time did roll around to update to 1.9, it was already almost Minecon. So what they decided to do was take that update they had planned for 1.9 and just call it 1.0. And thus we had a full release finally. After many years. I think a year or two. It wasn't actually that long of a time span if you compare it to how long we've been playing Minecraft now. I've been playing Minecraft for a long time now, and it's definitely my favorite game of all time. The updates have definitely kept me interested. There's a whole lot of good updates, I think. Actually, I don't think I could name one update in Minecraft that I think was bad. Or at least not bad on the level that I remember them to this day and still wish they hadn't gone through with it. Actually, that's a lie. When enchantments came out, there was Silk Touch added to the game, which was, if I'm correct, then it was actually 1.8 beta. It was right after 1.7 beta, which was the piston update. So, with the piston update, you were able to move around blocks. So, what people would do back in the day, we didn't have item frames, so people would, in their storage rooms, not everyone though, of course, actually, I've only seen one YouTuber do that, and I basically copied him. But basically what people did was they took their storage rooms and put blocks above every one of their chests, and it showed what was in the chest. So, for example, if you have a cobblestone chest, you have a little area where you put a cobblestone block. If you have diamonds, you put a little diamond block. And if you have whatever, you put whatever. So, basically what people would do, which was just the only reason you would do it was because it was so difficult, but you would go mining and then go looking for coal, redstone, diamond, and lapis lazuli ore, I think, were the ones that you had to get. And you would take a piston and push them back to your base, one block at a time. So you could have them in your storage room, which I did in at least one world I played in. Oh, there's a thingy over here. So, of course, yes, eating animation, guys. I showed you guys. Not like you guys didn't know that was in the game. But when Silk Touch was added, I was a bit salty because Silk Touch was basically just announced right after I had moved a couple of ore blocks into my storage room, which took maybe just an afternoon, but at the time I was a bit younger and an afternoon to me was very important, so I was a bit angry at Mojang that they would make things this easy, but look where we are now. We play on hard mode and still nothing can kill us. If we're just a little bit careful, nothing can kill us. The game is not difficult. That's just the way it is. Oh yeah, the things burnt down over here. So I'm going to have to figure out how much of the lava I need to remove before I start placing wood over here. So actually, my thinking about the game being more easy now than it was back in the day is the fact that maybe, just maybe, I'm better at handling a keyboard and mouse to move around. So maybe I'm just better at gaming than I was back then. Maybe that's just the case. Oh yeah, burn all that granite. We don't want it. Someday I'm going to find a use for granite, but today is not that day. So what's this? Cave. Let's just see if we can find some easy diamonds. Nope. So I was salty about Silk Touch being added because I thought that it would take away from my achievement of having had ore blocks in my storage room. But later I realized that world wasn't going to last. We were just playing there with a couple of friends, and even at the time I did that, only 3 of us were left, and we were hiding from everybody else, so no one was gonna see it anyway. So I realized that I should still be happy because I still did it, you know. It's still something I could be proud of. So Silk Touch, now we're happy with it because it helps us mine. But back in the day, some people, read me, were salty about it. So I think that's where we're gonna end it for today. If you guys don't want to see any more digging, please tell me, because I could finish this tunnel on my own, but it will take such a long time that I just don't want to do it. I think it's you know, such a long tunnel. I would like to get to decorating, but I could do that on camera, but just doing the repetitive things like adding a slab here, adding a block here, adding a block here, adding all the rails, which will take pretty much an episode if I wanted to add all the rails. So anyway, guys, tell me when you first started playing Minecraft, or if you never did start playing Minecraft, why not? So I think this is burning down because of this block. I should look into lava fire mechanics. So when did you guys start playing Minecraft? And if you don't play Minecraft yourself, what makes you enjoy these videos? Because obviously you've been watching them for, well, at least the duration of this video. So tell me why you're watching and when you started playing Minecraft. Anyway, that was all for today. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. I was hoping to find some easy diamonds. Oh well.